My name is Jeff Quintin. I live and work in southern New Jersey, and I'm a real estate agent. I work for Prudential Fox & Roach Realtors.
Okay, and how long have you been in business?
I've been in business just over 20 years. I started in 1992 at the age of 19.
So what goals or accomplishments have you achieved in your career to date?
Well, I think right now, I've had some pretty incredible accomplishments. Some of the things I've become, ranked number 4 and number 5 at the whole Prudential, all the network as far as Prudential back in 2004, 2005, out of, at the time, 70,000 agents. I was ranked number 44, according to the Wall Street Journal, out of the 1.2 million agents, a few years back. So these are some of the accomplishments I had that are some of the pinnacle achievements in my career. And, in the area that I'm in right now here in Ocean City and New Jersey, I've been one of the top agent, if not for at least 10 years. So
where does most of your business come from?
Well, this past year, I had a pretty good variety of sources where it came from. Past clients, centers of influence, and referrals of that group has now represented just about 50% of my business. I also call expired listings, new expired listing, and old expired listings, and that represents about another 20%. We did do some REO business as well, which also represented about 20% as far as the total. Not so much on the income side, but as far as the number of transactions this past year. But we work with past clients, center of influence, expireds, and buyer transactions as well.
Great. So what marketing systems do you have in place to generate that business?
The primary marketing system that we use, and my team and I, is, we prospect every day. There's not a whole lot of marketing going on as far as any type of print ads, any type of radio ads, anything like that that's out there, postcards and so forth. We're not doing a whole lot of that. So we do some postcards, just listed, just sold in certain areas, but not so much. We do a lot of postcards to our past clients, staying in touch with them once a quarter. But primarily we're going out each day on the phone, prospecting over the phone, finding people who want to buy or sell with expired listings. I do concentrate on building my database and feeding that database with good content through video blogs. So I do a lot of video marketing right now, a few times a month, and then we send that out to my whole entire database and everybody that I'm working with. So that's primarily most of the marketing we're doing is all email driven and video driven.
Okay, great. So you mentioned your business goals now and in 3 to 5 years. What do you know you must do to get to those goals?
Well, I know that right now, for me, for the amount of time that I spend personally in the business, I need to expand a little bit more, not only geographically, as far as in different markets to pick up more transactions. The sources of business need to also expand, continue to get other business from other areas. In addition to that, I probably need to bring on 1 or 2 more people that can take some of their delegation, or I can delegate some of the responsibilities that I personally have, my day-to-day, in day-to-day operations, and delegate that to that next person to free me up to be able to go out and find this other new business.
Great. So why did you make the jump to using video and social media here so recently?
I feel that it's a huge way to leverage my time. I believe that right now, if I can shoot a very good video, produce a great video, give it very good topics, good topic, and good education, ultimately, if I can have a great database and then give them good information, as a byproduct, they're going to come back to me as I position myself to be the market expert. So in itself right now, the video marketing, one thing I know that people, and the statistics say it will be open 53 times more than just a normal text email. So I understand that. And what's now happened is, as I've built my database up and been able to give people good information, automatically now they're calling me to come list and buy and sell, their home.
Okay. So what was your biggest fear or frustration to implementing all this new technology into your business?
Well, I guess one of the biggest fears I think I have in anything is the return. You're going to spend a certain amount of money on certain things, and you want to make sure that you're getting back the return on it. So that was my initial fear, and I guess that's an initial fear in a lot of things I do. If I'm going to spend any money, whether it be hiring another person on my team, whether it be trying a different postcard, or just anything like the video marketing, I know there's a certain expense, but I also realize now, man, this is something that's golden in my business, and I do every single month, and the return is 10 times. I can't tell you.
So what benefits have you seen, or do you expect to see doing all this?
Well, I mean, I can share with you just the story yesterday, and it all came together yesterday. However, last week, I guess it was late last week, I received an email from a client who owns 2 properties in a high-rise building on the beach. It's called the Gardens Plaza. I've sold 3 properties in there this year, and part of that selling this property, by the way, only 6 of them have sold in this building, and there's about 100 units in there. We sold 3 of them this year. And through the sales of those other units, I was able to tell the homeowners of the sellers, hey, can I get your homeowners association, the directory of the condominium of the 100 owners? So one of them was kind enough to give me this, and in there I've got the names and numbers and email addresses. Took all that, adopted it in my system, and since then, from the sales of those other units, and then also my video blog, producing a market report. Jeff did it again, information, anything I do each month as far as, for example, the 2012 real estate predictions, just different content been sending to this database. And last week, one of the sellers called me, who had been previous on the market back in 2010, called me and says, I'm interviewing other agents. I've been receiving your information, your internet marketing and so forth, and your blogs and your videos are absolutely incredible. I'm considering to list your home with you. So would you do me a favor? Tell me what you think I can get for it. It expired at the time at $949,000. So I said, no problem, let me go ahead and take a look at it. Whenever I looked at it yesterday, came back to the office, prepared a market analysis, sent that to him, called him late last night, went over the phone with him regarding pricing. He committed to me at $699, told me to send the paperwork, and listing's been signed.
And the video and the social media help with this?
100%. That's where it all came from. And he specifically said, from your internet, your videos that I've been getting, and all your quote unquote internet marketing I've received is why I'm calling you.
That's great.
Yeah, it was incredible.
So what are you going to do?
And by the way, that's not the first one. That happens all the time. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do from this point on to make sure you continue to see those results?
Well, one of the challenges is just coming up with certain topics, and a lot of times, I'll just kind of feel the market out, whatever's going on at the moment in time, what people are asking me in questions, and try to give them good answers, meaning the public. So just one is getting the time to figure out the topic, and setting the time aside to make sure you do the video. You got to be prepared for it. You've got to understand what you're going to talk about. You got to be more or less, you got to be scripted in somewhat. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's not much, but, it's taking a good 15 minutes of your day, one day a week, or half hour, one day a week, and sitting down and say, okay, I'm going to shoot the video, and then that's it.
So how many videos do you routinely do a month?
I probably do right now, depending on each month, at least 2 videos a month, without a doubt. And then depending on if there's some type of other topic that I want to cover, whether it be a series of videos, 20 things you must know about X, or someone may ask questions about short sales. So I'll do a video about the 20 things you must know about selling your home as a short sale, or whatever that may be. Whatever is going on at the market at the moment, I might do a whole video series for that and prepare it within a month as well.
Okay. So how much time would you say you dedicate to all of this?
Typically I would say a good half hour, maybe at most, per month.
Per month?
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, sometimes I'll do a video, and the video, the 2012 real estate predictions was a 9-minute long video. So it only took me only one cut. So it just matters setting the video camera up, pressing the button, and going with it.
Okay. So are there any tips or advice you could offer to someone who wants to get started with this? Are there any things that you know of over doing this that can get the process easier?
Well, first, as far as video marketing, you got to hire the right people to handle it. And I've got the right crew and the right people that have done this for me, and they make my life very easy. It's a matter of me just really shooting the video. So I would say one is you got to get a good camera, get a camera, starting. Get a tripod, and make yourself, comfortable on film, and just be yourself. I mean, I don't have a teleprompter. I don't have everybody standing behind me holding up any type of scripts. I just speak, authentically from the way I speak as I am doing now, and just share what's going on, whether the stories in the market, or I share my experiences in the past, or whatever it may be. So I think that you gotta just go and do it, and once you do it, you'll see the results come.
So how have people reacted to your social media and your videos? Are there any other stories you can tell me, results you've seen? So how have people reacted initially from all this?
I mean, I have raving fans about it. I really do. I mean, it's leveraged my business that now my mindset isn't one that, okay. I'm now in also the database building business, and therefore I'm prospecting, and every time I prospect and talk to somebody, I always want to capture their email addresses and adopt them and put them in my database. I'm putting in my database because I know that that's going to be the core of all the information, or the core of my business, where I'm going to feed good information to, and because of that, I'm going to receive back a lot of business from it. So that core right there receives these videos, and I get great response all the time, all the time.
Great. So tell me, how has Viral helped you out with all of this?
These guys are pretty incredible. I mean, you got Frank, you got John, you got Andre. I mean, these guys are, I mean, they're awesome. They simply just provide me their topic. I do the video, and I plug it in my computer. I go to their website where it says send the video, press the button, and send it to them. And from there, everything else is done. They send it out to my database, they edit it, they write the article that goes along with it. I just have to do the video. That's my job. They do everything else. So, my job is to produce 2 of those a month, typically by the 1st and the 15th. And they'll provide me, I mean, they've got me a book this thick of topics. And a lot of times I just like to go upon whatever's going on in the marketplace, whether it be buyers, sellers, whatever it is. So I just pick one topic out. A lot of times I do it on Saturdays because sometimes the office is a little bit quieter, and sit there, do the video, and those guys rock and roll with it.
Right. So tell me about your experience with Viral. Is there anything specific that stands out?
What's interesting about working with these guys that really stands out is they're very innovative. And what I mean by that specifically is they're cutting edge, they're educated in the real estate business and industry fully of what's going on around the country. So I can always lean on them and pull from them. Okay, so what's hot and what's not in the marketplace? What's going on to educate the public? What's going on to educate the agents? So it helps me to know that they are very much tuned in to the industry.
So you would recommend Viral marketing?
Absolutely. I recommend Viral marketing 100% all day long. In fact, I mean, they are part of my business plan year after year.